Hey guys, welcome back to Cereal at Midnight. This one's going to be short and sweet. We're going to unbox Venom: The Last Dance Steelbook version. This is the 4K Blu-ray digital combo Steelbook. And here, the new Robert Zemeckis film with Tom Hanks and Robin Wright. This is only getting a Blu-ray. This did not get a 4K, which I'm really surprised about because this is one of those, like, it's kind of a high prestige movie. So, you know, that's it. That's all we're doing here. And I'll give you my thought. I watched here and I'll give you my thoughts on it when we talk about it. I have not seen Venom: The Last Dance yet. This is still sealed, but I wanted to do this on camera because, I don't know, I just feel like you can't really recreate an unboxing. You know, when you're doing, you know, taking a Steelbook out of the shrink wrap, I just feel like it's best to capture it on camera. So this includes deleted and extended scenes and outtakes and bloopers, Blu-ray exclusive bonus features. So I'm gathering they don't mean like these aren't on the 4K. They probably mean these aren't going to be on the digital version of it. Deleted extended scenes, Bonded in Chaos, Tom Hardy, Venom Unleashed, the action and stunts. Here, I'll hold this up for you guys so you can get a look at everything that's included. But let's check out the Steelbook itself, because that's the selling point, right? All right. That's cool. And then we have a digital code, right? Let me put that to the side here. Here is the 4K disc. What's under that? There's the Blu-ray disc. I haven't seen this movie. What do you got, Venom fans? What do you guys think about it? Man, if you told 90s comic collector Heath that there was going to be a Venom movie, I'd be like, what? And then if you told me that Spider-Man had nothing to do with it, I'd be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Venom doesn't exist without Spider-Man. But here we are. 3 Venom movies. That's, yeah, that's cool. You know, for what it is. Just, I think Venom is, I think the popularity endures because it's such a striking image more than anything. And you can kind of do a lot of different things with that character. All right, so I'll touch base with you guys about with my thoughts on Venom: The Last Dance at some point after I've seen it. Let's talk about here. Excuse me. I stayed away from this in the theaters because I was expecting it to be one of those schmaltzy, tear-jerking, very manipulative, emotional experiences. The idea is that this it's like the history of a house. But having seen the movie, it's more than that. It's also like a history of the land that the house is on. But I am kind of hypersensitive to movies that I think exist just to make me emotional. I don't think, having seen it now, I don't think that's the goal of the movie. I think that was definitely the goal of the marketing. The movie is a little bit more nuanced than that. And I got to tell you, I was devastated by this movie. I mean, I was absolutely devastated. Went in, you know, I made a video about like trying to see every movie as openly as possible and not going in with your arms crossed and being like, all right, change my mind. I tried to go into this that way, but this is the director, you know, Zemeckis. Back to the Future was like a lifetime ago, right? The Back to the Future movies, and then so many of the movies that I love that he directed feel like they're from a different director, because now this is, you know, the Polar Express, and, you know, I really like Castaway, but he seems to be more interested in technology than in narrative structured films, or at least that's how I felt going into this. But this is all about people. I don't think the de-aging technology is there to wrap a whole movie around, but that's, if I was hung up on that to the point that I couldn't enjoy the movie, that would be a problem. And I was able to kind of put that aside and go like, okay, this looks like a digital Tom Hanks and a digital Robin Wright, and I just, you put it over here and you try to enjoy the rest of the story. And I mean, for where I'm at in life, which is where I'm getting older and losing people, and family members are not well, and that's the themes of this movie really is like, hey, time does not slow down, and it's the one thing that you can't get back. And make the most out of every single day, because you have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. Somebody that you love could leave to go get something from the store and they never come back. I mean, that's just reality. And we don't talk enough about that. And maybe we distract ourselves so much with big tentpole spectacle because we don't want to confront that. This movie confronts that. And that was really beautiful. It really hit me in a way I was not expecting it to. To have all of these suspicions about Zemeckis, right? To be like, well, he's more interested in computers than people, and this technology and this use of AI to create. Heard Tom Hanks in an interview. The way this technology worked is that they could shoot the actors, and the computer would instantly, like in the monitor on the set, would show what we're seeing in the movie, like a young Tom Hanks. He's like, they fed in all these images. If memory serves, I believe I heard an interview. Zemeckis was on Mark Maron's podcast talking all about this movie. I believe he said they fed in a bunch of images into this computer, and that's how they achieved like young versions of these characters. I don't love any of that. I don't love it. That's a huge distraction for me. But the core of the movie really worked for me. I thought it was beautiful and sweet and a reminder about what's really important. This disc has a few special features. It's got about a half an hour of special features. How we got here, the making of here, that's like 20 minutes, and then some deleted scenes. I think like 9 minutes of deleted scenes. And again, no 4K, which is strange to me because this is a movie that kind of hangs on the visuals. So that means the digital copy of this will probably redeem. I guess if you redeem this through iTunes, because they automatically will upgrade to a higher form. Like if you buy an HD version on iTunes, if it gets the 4K bump later, you get that for free. Not other digital platforms don't do that. So anyway, my point is, I guess this digitally will look better. The digital version will look better than the Blu-ray version because it will actually be probably upscaled to not upscaled, but a 4K version. And so that's my thoughts. One surprise, and I will let you know what I think about Venom. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I still have to watch the second Venom movie. I watched the first one, and I was like, well, I don't know about that. Are they comedies? Are they deliberately comedies? Because if they're not trying to be funny, then what is that tone? What is the weird, winking, silly tone? If it's not on purpose, that's a problem. But again, I haven't seen 2, and I definitely haven't seen 3. If you're a huge Venom fan, let me know what you think about these movies. I mean, these are both from Sony, right? They could not be more apart in terms of tone and approach. I clearly connected with this one, surprisingly. And we'll see how I feel about Venom. I'm going to go in as open as I can and see what I can get from it. Guys, thanks so much. I appreciate you. Take care. Hey, what are you watching? Let's continue the conversation in the comments below. Talk about some movies. Talk about what we're enjoying. I'm doing a romantic comedy thing with my wife. We're going through like old Julia Roberts and Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds movies. And I got to say, it's been really refreshing because we don't really get a lot of that anymore. There's like a version of that, but it's more cynical now. So going back to some of these movies that are 20 or 30 years old, it's a whole different thing. What are you watching? Let's talk about it. Thanks, guys. Till next time, I will catch you later.